Okay. Go.
Hi, I'm Tracy, and I'm going to show you how to make a really cute halter top out of a plain old t-shirt that is way too big for you, that you can wear to your Zumba class so that you are styling. First, what you have to do is decide which side of the shirt you're going to make the front of your shirt. In this case, we love Peace, Love, Zumba, so we're going to make that be the front of the shirt. And we're going to turn over the shirt so that what's going to be the back of the shirt is up. And we're going to start by making a slit up here by the collar of the shirt, and we're just going to cut around the collar like this. It doesn't have to be perfect at all. You are going to want to go ahead and cut the tag out that what used to be the back of the shirt is now the front. And you're going to just preserve this collar like this. The next thing you're going to do is flip the shirt over like this. And we want to make sure that we don't cut off any of this Peace, Love, Zumba stuff here. So this is going to be a little bit tricky. We're going to have to angle our cut, if you're imagining, like this, and then down along the seam of this. So we're going to go ahead and start right here, and my assistant Tanya will hold my shirt taut for me. I appreciate that very much. And we're going to try to make as straight a line as we can using very sharp scissors, Fiskars or other types of sewing scissors. We're going to make sure we preserve the P in the piece. And we're going to cut right down here to the bottom of this sleeve. We're going to repeat that on the same size, trying to keep our angle about the same. So it's really good to kind of just use your scissors and line up a little bit first. Make your first cut, and then just start angling over. Towards the bottom of this sleeve again. And you're just going to cut here to the side. Okay, next we have to cut out the back of the shirt. We're going to flip it over. We can go ahead and find the center of this back collar that we preserved and go ahead and cut right through it, because we're going to use this as a tie later on. Alright, so what we're going to do now is we're going to cut off the back of this shirt, and we're pretty much just going to go from here over here to this other corner where we stopped on the other side. And again, it helps if you have someone to help you hold the shirt taut. It does not have to be perfect, because in a few minutes you're going to be actually tying the back of this shirt together, and no one is ever going to know if you don't have a perfectly straight line, trust me. If you're afraid to start cutting shirts, don't be. Go to the thrift store, find some shirts that are 25 cents a piece if you can't bring yourself to cut one of your favorite Zumba shirts. And just go ahead and get your scissors out and go crazy. There's lots of great tutorials out there. It's a good place to start. So now what we have to do is we have to find the center of the back of this shirt, pick the shirt up by it, create a nice crease right here. And Danny, you probably don't mind, we're cutting this up for you as cameraman, if some of your back hangs out, or your camisole you were under this, or your bra. So yep. We're going to start by cutting these slits through both layers of the fabric. And we're going to cut them almost all the way to this side seam of the shirt, okay? Because this shirt's probably way too big on you. And this is a great way to make a shirt smaller. Actually, tell you what, before I do that, it's a good idea to go ahead and cut through this side seam, okay? I just go right up the side, like this. Again, doesn't have to be perfect. These are going to end up being ends of ties, and no one's ever going to know if they're beautiful or not. All right, same thing here. Don't worry about ragged edges on your cuts. Don't worry about them being perfectly uniform in width. You know, if they're about the same, it's going to be a-okay. I know it's hard, but trust me.
How long have you been doing this shirt?
I have only been doing shirts for about a month. So it'll just go to show you that it's not hard to learn. And if you're willing to experiment and play around and take a few risks, you can easily learn how to cut totally awesome Zumba shirts all by yourself. All right, we got a couple more of these slits to cut. I need to get my scissors sharpened, I think.
Been cutting too many shirts.
Yeah, I have. Alright, we've got one more to do, maybe two more to do up here. You see how ragged and imperfect they are? And it's absolutely fine, guys. Like, it's going to turn out just fine. So don't freak at all if you're trying to do this yourself at home. Okay, so after you've completed this, your shirt is practically done. And Tanya, if you'd hold the camera, I'll show you what you do next. Danny, you're going to be my model. And excuse us, but we all just got done doing a Zumba class, so we're a mess. But all you do is fold this collar over like this, and Danny, you can tie it around your neck like this. You can stretch this collar out and make it longer if you like a longer tie, but you just tie it like this. Then I'm going to take this and wrap it around, and turn around for me, Danny. Just show the back. And all we're going to do is fit this to her by tying it in knots, okay? And you can tie them in knots and then leave them dangling. And I'm not going to tie them real tight to start with because, Danny, you might want to adjust them, you know, when you get home or whatever. You can put like a bead on here and then tie a knot like we were talking about before if you want to decorate it. You can actually, if you have other long pieces of t-shirt left, you could put other colors in here. Like say I had some pink and tie it on right there. But I just keep going down the back of this shirt and tying it on the Danny. Do I have your writing straight in the front? I think I do. Pretty
Yeah.
sure. And I just tie right down the middle here. I just keep making these ties.
I'm short.
Right, and Danny is going to want this shorter, so we're going to cut it off in a few minutes, but it's a good idea to start making the ties.
I want mine shorter.
You do. You can make yours shorter. It's a good idea to make the ties first and decide how long you want it. So Danny, is that about where you want it, or do you think you might want one more tie?
Probably not one more.
Not one more?
But you can
You want one more or not?
sure.
It'll probably come up
Yeah,
a little bit
that's fine.
when we get it done. All right. So, and I've got one little spot I've got to cut here in just a minute. So now this shirt is fitted to Danny, and all I have to do is, I know this is where she wants it cut off, is take it off of her once again and cut it off shorter. So we'll go ahead and do that, and then we'll also post a picture of the finished product. But that's how you make a halter out of a tee. Thanks.